Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. I am extraterrestrial, otherwise known as Doc Toonkind, and I'm playing a secret. You don't get to know who I'm playing until, it actually happens. And
Mm-hmm.
with me is the lovely, the wonderful, the amazing.
Hi, it's me, Lewis Toonkind, local virus of the Toonkind server. I play Tobias, because I
As
love
always,
my
as
boy.
always. Your lovely boy.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tobias is famous now.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, but he's famous now. Uh, and, uh, because he's famous. He gets to
Mm-hmm.
be asked to do shit involving
Yeah.
him being famous.
Yeah.
So what has Tobias been asked to do? Why don't you explain?
Oh, that's great. So that's actually the second event that is been invited to participate in, because the first one was in another off game, off FPS with Modern World. But for this event, Tobias has been Tobias has been asked by the owners of the Superstar Partyplex, which is located in Futureworld.
Futureworld City.
Mm-hmm. And because they're doing a fun key opening in their Partyplex for a laser tag
Yep,
inspired
because
by Star Cows.
yep, because they're the person the band member that it was based off of has mysteriously gone missing. So they were like, we could take
Uh
advantage
huh.
of this. We can
This
make
is
this more
terrible.
popular. So now it's
This
Star
is
Cos.
terrible.
Now it's Star Cos themed.
Capitalism. Capitalism at its finest.
Capitalism at its finest. And so, why don't you just roll like a general performance to see how he does?
Oh, great. I already know how he does. But he has to act like he isn't panicking just a little bit.
Jade asking the important questions in chat. Does the engineer even know? I don't
Oh,
know.
and she does. And she does know. Tobias told him about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, performance time. Also, I keep forgetting and then remembering at like random times that Tobias has advantage on any check that has to do with acting.
He doesn't need
So,
it.
um, cool. Okay, we're going with the 19.
So that's 19. I'd say he does pretty well, considering the fact that there's cardboard cutouts of Fluke and there's kids wearing merch
Yeah.
everywhere.
Uh huh. Tobias outside. Tobias outside is being like very polite guy, just a funky little tune who seems happy to be here and stuff. His colors are for the most part is casual green, but with like just the tiniest accents of lavender and sky blue.
It's cool still.
Don't worry about
As I
it.
glance
Also, he
as
has
I
a
glance at
fancy
his color chart.
No, it's cool. It's fine. It's good.
Oh,
Also, he has a fancy outfit.
outfit. Oh, oh, that's so cute. That's really cute.
Listen, it's an important event, and he
It is
has never been
important.
to Futureworld City.
Uh,
So yeah, he's doing great, but not so great. But great, it's fine, it's cool, it's chill. There's nothing to worry about. Ever. Don't look at the merchandise.
he is pointedly not looking at the merchandise.
He's looking away. No,
Uh,
come on, I promise it's fine.
it's
It's gonna
this
be
is
cool, it's
just
gonna be chill.
shenanigans. This is just
Mm-hmm.
shenanigans. So the event ends, and the whole place is done. Kids are playing Star cause tag. I don't know what the fuck
Mm-hmm.
to call it. It's just star tag. I don't yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
Tobias now has the chance to like go and explore
Yeah.
the city.
I he knows um the whole thing has been done, and like he's probably going to return home at the end of the day or something, but like he has never been to Futureworld before. Also, he needs a briefer.
Needs to get away.
Mm-hmm. Like I do feel like Futureworld is, I'm assuming, an extremely buzzy place.
Oh, absolutely. In
Yeah.
in the game it debuted in, it reminded M1A of home. So it's very
Cool.
busy.
Oh, that's
There's
great.
people flocking to and fro. Almost all of them UPA, and there's a couple other types of tunes, but they all kind of look like that, like stock
Mm-hmm.
advertising UPA in
Oh yeah, no.
tunes.
I see what you I see what you mean. Uh-huh. But yeah, Tobias is getting a little bit overwhelmed because that's a lot of noise and that's a lot of things to look at everywhere. So he's going to try and find the nearest place that seems calmer.
You wanna roll perception to see how long it takes you to find the
Oh,
place that the rest of this FPS is gonna take place in?
listen, I could roll perception. I could also roll survival.
You could also roll
I mean, it's the
survival.
same. It's the same thing, but also, you know. Eh.
It takes you a while.
I mean, it's a big
It's
place.
a big place.
Uh
It's
huh.
pretty big. Uh,
Tobias dies.
but in after a very long time, like it's kind of you got there in like the like midday, noon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 4 now. It took
Mm-hmm.
you a while. That was a 6. Uh, but
It's
eventually,
fine.
out of all of the sort of stock vector background houses and buildings, you find this very obviously different place that is purple and white,
Mm-hmm.
and there doesn't look to be anyone really in there. Like you can see through there. It the sign out front says it's the Church of Twine, but when you look
Well, I mean,
inside, it's
mm-hmm.
it looks like a like a gamer pad. Like like an
Oh my
open
god.
like one of those like public gamer pads you can go and like rent out for a party. That's what it looks
I'm.
like on the inside.
I mean, so fun fact, because I'm pretty sure some people don't know. Tobias is actually a follower of
Eh.
Pritch, but I don't think he has ever been to to his actual church.
Well, there's only one,
Any of
and
them.
it's fucking
Yeah.
empty.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
So he does know about Pritch. He has never been in the church before.
and the church doesn't even look like a goddamn church. It looks like a public gamer lounge.
It's fine. The most important thing is there's no one else inside.
Exactly.
So he's going in because finally a place to rest.
I would also like to point out that the doors are like the sliding doors.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh my god.
like if you go into I don't know, like oh, I'm trying to think like what do supermarkets have the sliding doors? Yeah, like a supermarket sliding door.
Mm-hmm.
And the inside is just as monochromatic as the outside. It's a lot of purple, it's a lot of white,
Mm-hmm.
and there is exactly one other person in there who is somehow shorter than you.
Oh great.
And
Uh
let me grab the picture
uh-huh.
cuz
I think I know who this is, but
it's fine, it's cool, it's chill. It's a friend.
is it?
It is. They're just
Uh-huh.
sitting there,
Ah yes.
just sitting on a couch.
I feel like Tobias gives them a little nod before going a little more away, more like in a more secluded area of the church.
You want to roll perception?
Oh, cool. That's a 4.
Okay, so you don't see them do this. But
Can we, as the audience, know?
you as the audience can know. The person has, like, you know how 3D models work when they're like laggy?
Uh-huh. Oh god.
That's how they move. That's how this character moves, despite
That's
being worn. And they get up and they walk towards the back and they open a door and then exit. And then
Uh-huh.
then a different door just appears right next to Tobias.
Tobias, of course, is a very famous scream of 1 second. just, just a little.
It does have Pritch's label on it. It has
Cool.
It has the
Symbol.
Symbol. It has this symbol on it. I've been awake for 2 hours. Give me a break.
I pat you so gently. Please, you have to rest after this.
I can't, but I appreciate it.
I get like Tobias is going to like look around again to see if anyone else noticed that, but he's alone.
You got a 4. No.
Yeah, there's nobody that he can see.
It's fine. It's cool. It's chill.
It's fine. It's cool. It's chill. And being the curious little guy that he is going to open the door just a little bit to peek inside.
You get comedically pulled into the room.
There is a second scream.
A second. And you have been pulled into a fucking gamer bedroom. And there is
really
a very tall UPA in tune.
Mine telling us the height.
About 9 feet tall.
Great. As a reminder for people, Tobias is 4'5".
And they look like this.
There he fucking is.
I have to compose myself.
Gamer bedroom.
This is so stupid.
Yes. Jesus Christ.
No, Pritch is very tall.
Mm-hmm.
And this very tall Toon turns around and goes, "Welcome!"
Hello!
I'm still laughing. Hold on.
There is Tobias mutters a little what the fuck under his breath.
And Pritch kind of goes, "Oh, wait, hold on." And is like, "Wait a minute, I'm really tall. Hold on."
Yes!
He kind of like shrinks himself. This Toon kind of like shrinks a bit. He's still like 6 feet tall, but he does shrink himself because 9 to 4 feet is like 5 feet of difference, and that's not fun to talk. That's not a good talking height.
Actually, it's extremely fun.
I mean, it's extremely fun, but Pritch doesn't want to do that. He wants to be. He's a touchy guy. He likes to like rope your arm around your shoulder and all that, and you can't do that when you're 9 feet tall.
You know what? That is extremely fair.
And he goes,
Congrats, Pritch. You have a
"Yep,
little flabbergasted tune in front of you.
yep." Uh, and Pritch kind of looks at you and goes, "Well, you know who I am, right?"
Yes! I do! Yes! Cool. Okay. Um, Hi, sir. Um, what?
Well, you've become quite famous since I last, you know, poked around and saw you.
Uh-huh. Um,
We don't have anything
I...
planned after this.
Yeah, no. Do you really think that Tobias knows what to say?
Yeah, if you want to like roll another perception to like look around the room and see what the fuck this room is.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry because the second you started saying gamer bedroom, the first
It's a
thought
gamer
that I asked
pad.
welcome
Oh.
to my house. As you can see, I have knocked over many chairs because it gets so tilted at the top.
So that's a nat 20 from Tobias.
Yeah.
So when I said it's a gamer bedroom, I meant it.
Oh
Like
no.
it's like half a bedroom and half an office because there's no bed.
Mm-hmm.
Gods don't have to fucking sleep.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, um, in this room, you know, it's the same kind of shit as the church. It's all purple and white. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the computer layout, which does Tobias even know what a computer is?
I believe he does know what a computer is, thanks to Short
Okay.
Skid.
Okay. Uh, you know, computer typically has one monitor.
Uh-huh. How many
There's
are there?
20 on this fucking
Cool.
setup, and each one of them is showing a different point of view. Um,
Uh-huh.
I don't know when this takes place, so one of them may or may not be working right now. It just depends on when this takes place.
No,
Um,
it's fine, it's cool still.
there's like
We don't worry about that.
one of them is of course, you know, Grunkle John, infamous Pritch Twine
Mm-hmm.
follower. Uh, it's probably showing his. It's probably showing Ursa and Whitney going and like fucking around and messing with his room. That whole FPS.
Yeah.
And and you know, you've got two of them that are just zoning out. Like they're just staring at a wall.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is clearly the church that they're just staring. The other one, I don't know where they are. There's a couple other people messing around. There's someone doing like a baking competition thing. You're not sure where that is. Uh, and then
Mm-hmm.
you know, there's one that's you know the clubhouse.
Uh-huh.
You know where
Tobias just says this one and is like, oh cool.
you know where Pritch's thing in the altar is. It's exactly that
Yeah,
point of view. It's right where that
cool.
is.
Tobias sweats a little.
uh,
uh,
uh, and yeah. Sorry, I just saw a
don't die.
message.
Don't die, please.
I just saw a message from Jade. Don't worry about it. Yes, Pritch saw the soft from the clubhouse.
God. Pritch not only has seen the gay as fuck Star Trio, he has also very probably seen the multiple times where the studio kids that Tobias was babysitting rebelled against him to steal out the snacks. And he was tied up and drawn on his face.
Yep. There's also a monitor that shows, Sham,
Mm-hmm.
whatever Sham's doing at the moment. There's also one of him somewhere. It's literally just like every paladin, cleric, warlock, there's a monitor for them. Showing whatever the fuck they're doing right now.
That's incredible. That's also too many.
There's so many. There's so many. This is why we have a Discord server specifically to keep track of them all.
Putting my hand in my hands.
And I have no idea. I'm stalling. I don't know where to go from here.
Let me help you. Why did Pritch drag Tobias in there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be good for Pritch kind of looks at Tobias and goes, "You're quite famous now."
Yes. Yes, I suppose I am. What? Hello, what am I doing here?
I just wanted to talk to you. It's not very often I get to talk to an actual celebrity.
Okay. Cool, that's great. I can do that, yes.
Oh god. I don't
Listen, the two only gods that Tobias has talked to is there's Crunkle, who he talks to on a weekly, and Retrospect, who he has talked to like 3 times in his life.
And now Pritch is just like, my turn.
Yeah. So, like, even if he's used to talking to deities at this point, it's still a little bit of a shock.
He's like, don't think of it as, talking to a god. Like that's a lot. Just it is like two UPA and tunes having a conversation. Just two pals hanging out.
That is going to be a little bit hard.
Ah, come on.
Listen, that may be easier if I didn't know about you, considering I worship you. Yeah, cool.
He just lets out like a chuckle, like, ah, shucks. This is a fucking child in a god's body. Like,
Mm-hmm. It's fine, it's cool, it's chill. There is nothing wrong ever.
This is a 30-year-old god. He's not very old.
Still older than Tobias.
Not by much.
God.
My brain's not awake. I can't figure out what to do.
It's fine. You said it yourself. You've been awake for 2 hours. Take your time. Because Tobias is not sure what to ask, except maybe if Pritch wants to talk about anything, since Pritch is the one who dragged him in there.
Yeah. Pritch. Oh shit, I didn't think I'd get this far.
Can't believe this.
Hold on. I'm gonna do something real stupid.
Oh no.
I'm gonna see if Pritch realizes that he has to actually do a conversation. Which is like what? Intelligence? That's not a high modifier for a god.
Do it.
Oh,
It's
okay. He goes, "Oh wait, I dragged you in here. I need to actually start a
um
conversation, don't I?"
uh-huh. I Yeah, I guess that will be the course of action.
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't think I'd get this far.
What do you mean you didn't think you'd get this far?
I mean, I didn't think you'd like actually go through a random door that popped up out of nowhere.
Um Tobias gestures at the camera. You know me. And you
You know
didn't
what?
expect that.
You know what? Fair enough. He kind of like holds his hands up defensively, like, you know what? That's fair. I should know this by now.
You had the time to learn.
uh, oh god. Okay. I started coughing because I'm
Oh no,
laughing
don't
so
die.
hard. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
sorry. Yeah, the
Don't be
comment.
sorry, it's fine.
uh, okay. God, I need to think. My brain is like empty. I genuinely don't know how to fucking get from here. Uh, I mean, I do know where I could go, but it's not funny.
Do it.
It's a little
Go.
more serious. Uh,
Do it, I dare you.
but Pritch kind of goes, well, enough with the silliness. I do have an actual genuine thing to ask. And he kind of like summons up two
Uh-huh.
beanbag chairs.
Oh great.
He's like, take a seat.
This is the this is the second time this week I have made Tobias sit in a beanbag chair to talk to another person in a beanbag chair.
Well, does he sit?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he does.
Uh,
It takes a second, but he does sit in it to look at Pritch.
and Pritch kind of sits down and he leans his staff up against it. It looks like nothing. Like he just kind of sets it
Mm-hmm.
in there and it stands because he's a god. This is his little area.
Yeah.
He literally casted demiplane for people who want to know.
Yeah.
Like that was the
Listen,
spell he
you.
cast to get Tobias here.
Uh-huh. It's fine. Gods can do cool shit as a treat.
It's a treat.
As a
Um,
treat.
and Pritch kind of like leans forward with his hands together in like a
Mm-hmm.
man spread. You know the pose.
Uh-huh.
And he kind of goes, uh, you've come a long way since you started worshiping me. Like, I can remember when that monitor popped up and you picked up my symbol.
Um Tobias's colors go a little big because he's like, oh shit, he's been watching me since then.
I'm gonna roll insight to see if he can figure this out,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
considering he's been watching for a while, but I also think it would be funny if he didn't know.
That would be the funniest shit. I mean, he has other people to watch.
Exactly. That's 15.
Ah! I mean, it's pink.
It's pink.
It can. Considering all the times Tobias has been pink, it can probably very well assume what it means,
Yeah.
which is embarrassed.
Yeah. He goes, don't be like that.
um, I can't remember how long it's been.
Well, I remember you picked it up and you started asking when you were getting kind of low in the dumps, like, when you were
Mm-hmm.
having trouble finding someone who would actually, you know, take
Uh-huh.
you on. Gotta
Yeah.
say, you were always a good actor. I don't know what the fuck those other directors didn't see. You are good.
I mean, they sure saw the colors.
Ah, screw that. The colors just make it fun.
it fucked up with their cameras, they said.
Ew.
I
Get better cameras then.
mean, congratulations, you get a snort.
And he kind of he doesn't have a mouth, but you can assume he's smiling because his eyes are in the middle, like there's a bottom
Aw.
line where you can
Mm-hmm.
see. And he goes, and now look at you, opening like advertising for some big old partyplex for kids that is using you, fluke and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was a lot. Um, I think I did good at the opening, but God, war
I mean,
flashbacks to the multiple stuff that looks like him.
he kind of leans in with a hand to one side of his mouth, and he goes, "Don't worry, I get it. It's really weird seeing versions of yourself that aren't you. It's weird."
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know, but it's been at the studio because there's a thing like that. It keeps coming back.
That weird phone bias thing is so weird. I don't know what that is, and I'm scared of it. And I'm a god.
From bias instills fear in the arts of everyone.
Pritch does like a cartoonish shudder. Like, ugh, that thing's
Mhm.
weird.
Not in agreement.
Uh, uh,
Uh Listen, if a god is scared of this thing, I am terrified. Oh.
listen, if I knew how to smite that thing and get rid of it for good, I would.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got like 20 other people I have to deal with. And he gestures to his computer setup and is like, I've
Yeah.
got a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's entirely fair, yeah.
And he kind of leans down and goes, "But you've come a long way." And that's like cool.
Oh, thank you. I'm
Like
glad you
you
think so.
you'd be surprised out of all of the followers I have, and as a god of like, I'm a god of commerce, and he kind of like goes, converse. But I'm mostly a god of entertainment, like entertainment to the masses. You'd be surprised how many of the people who worship me don't entertain a lot of people. They want to, but they
Uh-huh.
don't. You're like the only one that does it, which is cool.
Wait, really?
I mean, he kind of vaguely gestures and is like, two of them are just God knows how many people in a toon suit. One of them runs a like scam thing with like fake things for people to see and people buy it. I mean, that's kind of fun. But
I sure wonder what they're talking about.
I sure wonder what Pritch is talking about. Which we gotta say, there was something that happened recently with this weird like fox dude. That was funny. That was funny as
Oh,
hell.
wait, hold on, I need to roll for Tobias. Because I guess he can assume sort of something. I may do it at disadvantage because he does not have enough info, but
That's fair.
weird fox did. He knows a weird fox did.
Oh,
Hey, a 13 is not too bad.
13's not too bad. You can kind of put two and two
Mm-hmm.
together. Like, weird fox dude entertaining a god.
Mm-hmm. He's like, if that's who I'm thinking about, well, he's sure up to some weird stuff today.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, Pritch can play back video. I'm gonna say it because he's a god and I want
Oh
it to be
god.
funny. He's gonna play back a
Mm-hmm.
video, so he's gonna put his hands up and he's like, "Here, look." let me just and he holds up his hands and like a holographic magic screen pops up and
Mm-hmm.
he presses the weird triangle in the middle and it turns into like a reverse equal sign.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Tobias has never seen this before, so I'm describing it how he would see. And
Yeah.
it is alibi my own rules walking into the Ram
Ah,
Shack
yes.
and breaking the counter. And he Pritch lets out a snort and just roars into laughter because he thinks this is the funniest shit.
Tobias also kind of starts laughing. It's just like, oh yeah, that's him, alright.
Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
God.
I met this guy once. That sure was a fun adventure.
Tell me about it. And I think
Mm-hmm.
like also your like boyfriend also goes around there, which is wild.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He kind of like jazz hands kind of like, yeah, Marcel goes there sometimes. He's those two are hit Cell and Grunkle are a weird pair of friends, but those are fun.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Um, oh, nothing bad happens there. I know the
Pritch
wishing
is not
star
gonna
likes to
Pritch
do
is not
fun
gonna do
things.
that, Jade. Don't worry. That's not funny. That's just like,
Mm-hmm.
aw.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to show off the funny shit right now. But
No, it's fine. It's good.
he kind of ropes back around and says, "But like most of my followers, they've got small fan bases, but they don't
Mm-hmm.
entertain the masses. They don't entertain en masse like my domain says. Like I'm the god of entertaining en masse. You have been the main character in a movie. That's
Oh
fucking
god.
cool."
Well, Tobias is back to pink.
Now, granted,
Pink.
I've only been around for about 30 years, so it's not surprising that it took me this long to get someone to do that. But it's really
Mm-hmm.
cool to see
Well,
someone start from rock bottom and go all the way up.
well, I am glad you think so, sir.
And he kind of bends down and goes,
Mm-hmm.
"Has your journey been worth it?"
Um, I would say it definitely has. I mean, I've met a lot of people that I really like now, and I'm happy with the situation I'm in.
Someone has picked up on what I'm quoting.
Mm-hmm. I
I've
think I
got
know what you're
I've
calling.
got brain rot. Stop.
Of course you do. We all do, but for different things.
Exactly. I did do a quick character question for it, but Lewis didn't answer it, so now I'm doing it here and he can't escape.
Oh
You're stuck.
no! Ah! I get dragged back in the room.
uh,
But yeah, Tobias does think that his journey has been worth it. Even though there has been multiple not good moments. But you can't always have good stuff.
Pritch kind of nods. It it kind of seems like he's taking notes. Again, the guy's only been
Uh-huh.
around for about 30 years. He doesn't know this stuff.
Mm.
He's literally like pulled a pen and paper like out of thin air and
Oh
is
my
like
god.
taking notes. Actually, it's more like an iPad.
Mm-hmm.
He's writing on like an iPad. Like he's like, all right, cool. So ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I mean, there's been a lot of different adventures, but like in the end, and where I am in the present right now, is a good place. So I'm happy with my life.
and Pritch nods. He's like, well, that's good. I would hope
Mm-hmm.
so. You're fucking famous.
Listen, to be fair, I didn't do this to be famous.
You know what? Understandable, and I can appreciate that in the tune.
Thank you. I mostly wanted to do that just because the job of like being an actor sounded real nice, and I really wanted to create stories with people, and also so that people could be inspired by those stories.
Now that's the true spirit of entertainment right there.
Uh-huh. And
And
then
he
I
kind
realized that not everyone knows me.
of when you say he says that that's the true spirit. There's like applause from fucking nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of those like soundboard things, like the soundboard noises. Everyone's like clapping, like yeah,
Oh my god.
filmed in
This is
front of a live
wonderful.
studio audience. Just kidding.
I love Pritch so much.
He is so stupid.
He's just a guy.
He's just a guy. I mean, he's a god, but he's a god with a +2 in wisdom.
He's he's a good guy.
He's a
Good
god
god
good
guy?
guy, and he kind of looks around and goes, "So where do you go from here? Like
Um
like seriously, where do you go from here? Because I don't know."
um I don't know I guess continue doing movies and maybe when I have the time go on one or two adventures and make sure that my friends are safe to the best of my capabilities.
Well, the next time you go on an adventure, and he kind of reaches behind him and pulls out
Mm-hmm.
a little enamel pin, and he flicks
Oh
it
my
over to
god.
Tobias.
Uh-huh.
You want to
Yeah,
roll
he's
dex to
getting
see if you catch it?
cool. Dexter, my beloved. What
It'd be.
is your
I just think it'd be really
destiny?
funny if he doesn't catch it.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he gets it like right in the face. Gets
And you know what it is? It's Pritch's face.
yeah.
And
That is the
leans
worst I could have said it.
he leans over and says, "Take me with you."
Um, sure, okay. Like he juggles a little bit with it when it falls from his face,
And
and when he finally gets a grip on it.
I would like to point
Mm-hmm.
out that when he hands this to you and you pick it up, another monitor appears.
Oh my god. Just like on a feet. Boop.
Yep, just out of thin air. Just like a
Mm-hmm.
and now there's another one, and it's literally just the view from the pin.
Oh, that's actually real. I feel like
Yep.
Tobias like kind of like naked face in different directions just to have to see
Yep.
because like funny transportable camera.
Yeah.
He pins it on his waistcoat.
Good, good. Pritch does like a sagely nod. Like, yes. Good, good.
That is I need to say that it is the funniest to me that Tobias keeps saying divine artifacts from gods themselves.
Uh Pritch
It's like the second one.
uh
Mm-hmm.
uh yes. And so you can also hear the chat now.
Oh, great.
It's
I
quiet
feel
right
like.
now. There's only like
Mm-hmm.
a couple of voices, but you do hear someone random say hi, Toby.
I feel like Tobias like jumps the second he hears voices. He's just like, ah, hello.
There's a lot of PogChamps. They're like, yeah, Toby!
What? Tobias and Puckchin, what the fuck is that?
And Pritch goes, oh, that's just the ethereal gallery. Don't worry about them.
How? Okay. Uh, sort of terrifying? I guess I'll have to get used to it.
You can ask him for help sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Like, if you don't know if you should do a silly or a serious. They're good for that kind of thing.
Oh, that's interesting. Cool. Hello, people.
There's a chorus of highs and hellos.
This is terrifying.
there's a chorus
this
of
is very
pogs.
cool. This is very cool. This is also terrifying.
Does Tobias know what a PogChamp?
He does not know what a PogChamp is. He does not know what poggers mean.
Pritch is gonna lead it and go, if they say pog, that means it's good. Just so you know, it means they're enjoying it.
I'll remember that thinking.
And he kind of leans back and goes, look, you don't have to take me on every adventure. Like, if you need a break from the chat, just, like, put it in your hammer space or something.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't got, like, main character syndrome hardcore, dude. And you're, from what I've heard, from the thing in your altar, you go on some wild adventures, and that's good content.
Huh. Yeah, sometimes they're really wild way, and sometimes in the not so fun way.
Yeah, I mean, listen, and if an adventure's getting too much for you and you, like, don't want to share it, rip that thing off your label and fucking throw it in your hammer space. I don't have to see everything. I've got plenty of other people I can watch.
I'll do that thing.
Also, tell that banana kid I'm worried.
I'm also worried. I'm sure it'll be fine. Did you see the thing that they were looking at per any chance?
No, I didn't. Which is sad. I was curious.
Great. Cool.
And that's the second time I've seen that banana kid.
What was the first time?
Well, the first time was with you. The second time was at Camp Campin'. That thing. Cause Grunkle John, my lovely friend, my one of my earliest followers, older than me, also is there and knows banana. I do
know that there's Tali and Vivi camping.
Yeah, those two as well. Listen, the banana kid's there, and she didn't know what a mess hall was. Like, what?
Hi. What?
I'm worried about that kid. The more eyes I have on her, the better.
I will try and have a conversation with her one of these days, I guess. That's a little bit worrying, but also considering where Tali was. Well, worrying, but...
like, man, there are people I worry about, and then there's Banana.
Like, imagine them just nodding in agreement of, yes, we're gonna take some news in Banana.
There's also, like, a chorus of Banana in your head as well. Like,
that's great.
And Pritch is like, oh, don't worry, they have a banana emote. Because we worry about her. Like, we're all worried about her. All of the gallery. We're all worried about this kid.
It's fine, chill. There is nothing wrong, ever.
I sincerely doubt that kid, and you know that.
It's fine.
So say hi to Crunkle for me. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to him in a while.
You see each other's on the divine plane, or you can go to his cafe whenever you want, right?
Well, I know, but I gotta keep an eye on all these jokers. He kind of gestures to his computers.
Okay, fair.
Can't leave him alone for 2 seconds, or else the ethereal gallery is making him do something stupid.
Oh no. Um. Well, I'll pass the hello to Crunkle then for you.
Or they get disconnected. That's he
Mm-hmm.
does. Pritch doesn't say that yet. He doesn't know they can get disconnected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's cool. It's chill.
It's
We
fine.
don't
It's cool.
worry
It's
about
chill.
it. It's fine. There is nothing wrong ever. No problem.
There are no problems. Never.
There is no war in Bessing say.
Uh,
Oh boy. Uh-huh.
Pritch is just like, and if you ever need some divine intervention, and you don't want to ask Crunkle because it's more violent, I'm your guy. I got lots of
I
spells.
Crunkle is a bit violent.
You know what? You're right. But if
Mm-hmm.
you want a
But also I
Joker,
can't I can't use divine intervention.
you know what? That's true. You
I
can't do that.
I'm not a cleric or a warlock or a paladin.
And Pritch kind of nods and is like, "That's true. I forget not everyone can do that." That it's a weird thing with this world. Like you can there's like 3 different things you can be to ask gods. Why can't everyone ask a god for help?
I mean, uh communication art. Also deities are unique.
Yeah, and he kind of like exasperatedly like leans back into the beanbag like, "Yeah, I guess that's true." I'm so sorry,
Mhm.
Tobias. This is a fucking child.
It's fine. I love him so much. Tobias is appreciating him too.
This is like a teenager compared to other gods. Like he just wants to fuck around and find out.
Mhm. I mean,
Uh,
there's no problem with that, honestly.
but you can he kind of points to the enamel pin and goes, "But you can ask chat the ethereal gallery for help cuz that's not
Mhm.
divine intervention. That's just straw pulling."
I guess I'll definitely try next time I need help with a.
Sometimes if you don't know what spell to use, they'll pick for you, which has led to some
Ooh. Oh.
hilarious situations. And he kind of reminisces to when Uncle John asked for help.
It's terrifying. Also, Tobias' ears a duo. He immediately responds, "No, I'm not doing a flip right now."
Prince is just like, yep, that's the gallery for you.
Mm-hmm.
So
It'll
you
be
might hear me from
fine.
time to time because I like commenting on people.
Uh-huh. Well,
But
I guess that's not our last conversation then.
it'll be kind of one-sided, but you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I can't keep my nose out of things. Wait. Kind of like pause at his face like, wait, I can't use that phrase. I don't have a nose. I can't even say I'm nosy either. I don't got a nose.
Oh, this is the really.
I like eavesdropping.
He's
That's
of
there
course
we
being
go.
sarcastic.
He's like, I like being nosy. I'm gonna say it even though I technically can't use that word.
I can't believe this.
And if you ever just need someone to just like ramble to, you my door's
Mm,
always open.
I will
Like
also
literally
remember
always
that.
open. No one ever comes to this
Uh-huh.
church. They're always off doing something else. The only one that stays here is Chattre, and they just kind of zone out and look at the wall. It's really weird.
Um
I don't know how they got here, actually.
Nobody gets good vibes from Chattre.
Like, I just woke up one day and there was another monitor on my computer, and there was Chattre. I don't know how they got here. They're weird.
Huh.
They're the only one that comes here. Chat with
Huh.
me if you just need someone to, like, ramble, vent, I don't know, make you do a funny dance. I have an irresistible dance.
Oh. I'd rather not. But yeah, I remember that, and I may once or twice. I mean, the club is really good at teleportation.
Yeah. I, I can conjure that door whenever
Mm-hmm.
and wherever. It just so happens you were in the church, so it was like easy.
Yeah. There was a lot of noise outside. I needed a place to rest a little.
And that's why I opened the door then. Because I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how I got so popular in Futureworld City. I hate those guys.
Huh.
They're greedy. They're rude.
I,
I don't know why
I
they're
mean,
worshiping me. They should go worship my bastard brother to you.
you have a brother?
I do have a brother. I don't like him. Nobody likes to you. He's the opposite of me. And I'm chill as hell. That guy has a stick up his ass.
Oh boy.
He's only got one follower. One.
Mm-hmm.
Wild as hell.
I mean, if you want people to worship him, you can, I don't know, do propaganda for him.
No, he's like, no, he does the X, like, no.
Oh no.
My brother is a pathetic bastard of a man.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't, he gets one follower, and that follower is a piece of shit, and he can't do anything about it.
Great. Uh
And Pritch is like, wait, hold on. I'm getting off topic. We shouldn't be talking about my brother. This is
Bias has
about
that
you.
effect on people.
Pritch is like, this is supposed to be about you.
Well, I mean, I feel like there is enough stuff that is about me.
You know what, Mr. Main Character? You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm. He's just a funny little guy. What can I say?
He's just a funny little guy, and Pritch appreciates that.
We all love funny little guys here.
We love funny little guys around here.
We also love funny tall guys. I just read Pritch.
Yep. Funny tall guys. The guy who is always the absolute tallest in the room.
Mm-hmm. He can't be a manlet.
He cannot be a manlet. He refuses. He refuses to be a manlet.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind
Coward.
of like looks at his wrist, which doesn't have a watch on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no watch on his wrist. He's a god. He kind of goes, well,
Just
you should
consider
probably head back home.
there is a watch, but like it's very badly scribbled on.
It's a very badly scribbled on, like, Apple Watch.
Yeah.
He's like, oh man, I've kept you for a while.
Oh boy, what time is it?
6?
Huh.
I've kept you for about 2 hours. That's a lot.
Oh boy. Yeah, I guess I should probably try and head back.
Do you want me to, like, deposit you at your house? Because I can just do that. Save you a trip.
I mean, I guess I should see if they don't need for anything else at that partyplex before I leave.
You know what? That's fair. He kind of, like, goes, eh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
I'll
can
just
always
have to
poke
be.
my head out there and see if they need you.
I mean, sure.
He kind of like gets up, goes to where the door was, kind of like open it like a hatch, and then just like pokes his head out
Mhm.
and is like looks back and forth, back and forth. And he comes back out and he closes it and goes, "They don't need you."
Okay. Uh, can I roll insight on Pritch to see what he's thinking of all of this?
Yeah, go right ahead.
What did he see there?
Oh god.
Hey, tell me.
They probably did want you to come back for like photos, but
Uh huh.
one of the animatronics is just like going ham down there,
Mm
and like he's like he doesn't need to go back.
hmm.
He's like, no.
Yeah.
Like it's just a mess down there. He's like, no. No.
Mm hmm.
Not worth
Yeah,
it.
Tobias probably like earned multiple screams, both adult children.
Yeah. Like there were a couple of like child like screeches and
Mm
some parents shouting at an employee and like
hmm.
you heard a take a map somewhere in there. And Pritch is just like, and like slams the hatch shut and go,
Nope.
no. Do you want to ride back? Do you want me to just deposit you back in your clubhouse?
Um, that sounds great. Yes, please.
And Pritch is like, fantastic. And he's like, well, like I said, if you ever need me, he kind of like taps at where the pin is on you. Goes, you can just
Mm-hmm.
say it and I'll see it. And then I'll conjure up Demi plane again and you can come back in and talk we can talk shit
Yeah.
about people if you really want. I love the tea.
Sure, I'll give you all the tea I got.
And he kind of like walks over and like gracefully opens the door
Mm-hmm.
and is like,
Mm-hmm.
after you.
Tobias goes to the door, does a little bridge while saying thank you,
He
and
goes,
just goes out.
yep. And then you hear a cartoonish slam. And you're back
Oh
in your
god, y'all.
clubhouse.
You got a 40-second duck.
And he there's a cartoonish slam as he closes the door.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then you're back in your clubhouse. Do you want to roll Arcana for a second? Ah, come on!
We'll
Hello?
never hear from Doc again.
Hello? Okay. Pritch closed the door, and I too have been cut off from the world.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what I was
You've
going
been
to
taken away.
say before the
Mm-hmm.
internet so rudely cut me off.
Mm-hmm.
You want to roll Arcana?
Too bad. Ah, that's a 7. This is not very good at Arcana, I'm starting to believe.
You know what? I am looking away. You can roll Perception.
Uh, so that's the funny thing. Perception is worse than Arcana.
I'm looking away. That's a 10. I'm giving it to you. Before the door disappears, the
Mm-hmm.
Pritch emblem in your altar is glowing.
Oh, great!
And when the door closes and sort of cartoonishly folds up, uh the
Mm-hmm.
emblem slowly stops glowing. And you now have access to the chat.
That's fucking terrifying.
We did it. We got through the stupid FB.
This Tobias has met 3 gods and has become those 3 gods tea giver.
Yeah, I mean,
He
granted,
just spills all the tea to them.
listen, Pritch is just a guy. He likes hearing about people. He likes hearing about what
Mm-hmm.
they're doing. He thinks mortal
Aww.
lives are so cool.
Mm-hmm. Listen, this is exactly why Crunkle lives mostly on the mortal plane.
See, if Pritch did that, he wouldn't get to do funky shenanigans like what he just did. So he's like,
That is
I
entirely fair.
I will survive by just watching, but I will pull people in and fuck around with them if I want to.
Mm-hmm. It's fine, he can always go out if he wants.
Exactly. Who knows? Maybe I'll make him a character sheet where he's like level 5 and just fuck
Oh
around with
my
him
god.
as a mortal.
He makes himself a tune sona.
He makes himself a Tumblr sexy man, Sona.
No! I'm going to cry.
No, I would never do that to my boy. He's already a Tumblr sexy man.
He's already Tumblr 60 min enough.
He's already Tumblr sexy man.
But I love him so much. I love Pritch.
We love gamer dad.
Mm-hmm. We all need a gamer dad in life.
We all need a gamer dad in our lives. We should probably stop recording.
Yep. That was the post FPS bots, everybody.
Name of the FP.
It's fine.
This has been Toonkind at 12 FPS, Tangled and Twined. Tobias now is
funny
3 for
UPAs
3.
talking to each other. Uh-huh. Like, I
Thank you.
Like, thank
Go on,
you very
Lewis.
much for this. I just want to say, there was an old thought that I had with friends where we said Tobias is just like getting adopted by all these gods, and he actually is.
Listen, Pritch just has an adopting problem.
They all have. They all do.
I point at the fact that he has 20 paladins, clerics, and warlocks.
Mm-hmm.
Combined.
It's fine, it's cool, it's chill.
It's fine, it's cool, it's chill. He just has a hoarding problem.
Don't we all?
Don't we
But
all?
yeah! Thank you very much for this FPS, Doc.
You're welcome. This has been the stupidest FPS I've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all.
Probably more on the way.
Yep. Thank you, audience, for listening. Thank you to all of our future listeners for listening. Twitch, if you're listening, don't sue me. Don't, please.
Why will Twitch sue you? It's Pritch Twine.
You know what? You're right. What am I worried about?
It's fine.
Thank you all for listening. Tune in next time, I guess. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.